Chick back at Gold's Gym with Charles Glass and Adam Kirby ready to pump some iron. We're working on chest today, Charles.
Right, and the first thing we're going to start with is incline, simply because we need to pull this upper pec up a little bit more. I want to put a lot of stress on that so we can build it, and then also work the inner. From there, we'll just go to different little segments through the whole routine here. But we'll first start with incline, then we probably go a little decline, a little wide chest, and then some pec deck. But first of all, our great thing here is incline.
The bodybuilder's best friend, the incline. You ready, Adam?
I'm ready.
Let's do it, man.
All right, if you notice, he's not doing it like a wide grip. He's sort of keeping it nice and narrow, so he put most of the pressure on the pec and not so much on the delt. His elbows are slightly forward, so that also keeps it on the pec.
Sure.
Now, when his elbows are flaring out more, there's too much stress on your delt. You're more likely to tear or whatever. But here it's very safe.
And this is not a fly. This is not an incline
it's
fly.
not a fly.
This is an incline press.
Yes.
You'll notice, obviously, he's got a slight angle. If you're looking straight on, these dumbbells are not straight. His hands are actually angled.
Right, because we're trying to keep it here, not too much on the delt.
Right.
Once he starts to angle his wrist here, it sort of flares up on him. But by him turning like this, it drops down, the elbows down, all the pressure on your pec.
Sure, and obviously the advantage of using dumbbells, if we wanted a straight grip, you just simply use a barbell.
Barbell, yeah. But now, you're in a fixed position, you're always going to do what? Put more stress on the delt.
Sure. The elusive pec delt tie-in area, Adam. Didn't even know you had one of those, did you? But for those playing on the home version, that's right here. And this is a very, very tough area for any bodybuilder to build.
Yes.
As we both know, is that pec delt tie-in area. Most of the reasoning is that people don't use enough inclines.
Right.
A lot of flat bench, a lot of flat movements, not so much in the inclines.
If you notice, we have ours sort of high here. Most people use it all the way down, and now they're getting a lot of it mid-pec, a lot of delt, everything else. But we have it higher, they put more of the stress on the upper pec.
Sure.
Only.
And most inclines, for those that have been training for any length of time, are set at a 45-degree angle.
Yes.
This is actually about 55, probably closer to 60 degrees.
More like 60, yeah.
Right, and that 60 is going to hit that upper area.
Okay.
A lot of guys confuse this, Charles. One of the things I've seen over the years is guys think they are working front delts when they're using this high of an angle.
No. You hit front delt if you do what? Let your elbows flare out.
Right.
If you start bringing it down, you get more what? Pec.
Right.
Look at your power lifters. Look how thick their pecs are. Why? Because they use a nice tight grip.
And you'll notice when Charles actually demonstrates that, obviously as any veteran bodybuilder will do, you'll notice his shoulders automatically drop and his chest automatically comes out with an arch to the back. That is imperative when you're trying to train upper chest.
Yes.
There's a big difference. We see a lot of guys doing these, and exactly what you were showing, they've got their shoulders going forwards.
There you go, all shoulders now.
No wonder they're getting all front delts.
Yes.
It's all in the technique, guys. You can watch it right here. Set number 2 coming up.
Nice and tight. Good. Squeeze it in. That's it. Squeeze it in. All here. Come on. Squeeze it. Come on. Less than this up. Right here. There we go. Good. What's up with it? Good. Let's go front. Bring it and press. Good. Come on. Bring it and press. Good. One more rep. Here we go. Big rep. Come on. Bring it. That's it. Good. You notice that in the beginning, what happens, you're a little weak at that, position pushing because you're not used to it. You don't have the front delt or the tricep helping out so much.
Right.
Once you drop it down underneath, it's a lot more pec, and then once you get past the point, then it's your delt and tricep kicks in. But you're not using it. No matter what you do, you always have those tie-in muscles that's going to always be secondary and third muscles kicking in.
Sure, and we're always looking to isolate muscle groups, as we've talked about on everything we've ever trained. Again, minimizing the tricep involvement, minimizing the rear delt and anything else that's pushing. You just want the chest working.
Yes.
And, I noticed that with a lot of your techniques, Charles, is that there's no bouncing and there's no fast repetition. Everything is a slow, concise, precise movement.
Well, it has to be. If you don't have that control, what happens? You end up bouncing it, and you're going through a rhythm. You don't want that rhythm. You want nice, squeeze, and control.
And a rhythm is just inertia, really. It's just taking the weight and letting the weight kind of work for you a little bit. Nice way to get up onto the right side of the rack, but not necessarily building a better chest.
Well, if you want to lift weights, yeah, do it that way. But if you want to get that chest to build, do it the right way.
The difference between being a weightlifter and a bodybuilder.
Yes. That's it. Squeeze that peg at the top. There you go. That pressure right here. Squeeze it. So now it's stretching. That's it. Ready? Up. There you go.
Yo, it was more than just the R-E-S-P-E-C-T-U-C. We do shit differently, that's the way it's supposed to be. Y'all beat machines that we compose these streets. Y'all bring the heat to streets while we burn CDs. Wolves in the corners with smiles, smoking trees. Life gets better once you inhale these.
Adams, obviously, we're doing real-time training here. What do we have? I noticed you've been drinking this throughout your workout.
Nitric oxide helps you, dilate the blood vessels a little bit, get some more blood in the muscle. Feed the muscle while you're training. That's the most important thing, Little carbohydrates also helps you put the blood in there.
Never a bad idea, especially when you're this far out. You can get away with such a thing.
Exactly.
Closer to the show, you got a carb-restricted diet. You don't get that kind of a benefit.
No, we don't get those kind of treats. That's why we get miserable. We get tired. We don't get that same pump and stuff, So enjoy it while you can.
And we'll give a shameless plug, obviously, to what you're using here, since bodybuilding.com carries everything. Yeah, a little worldwide sport. Everybody's got their favorites. Okay, Charles, we're on the Cybex flying machine. This is a very unique piece of equipment. I don't see this at a lot of gyms, but we happen to have one here.
Yes, this is actually a chest press, or you can use it as a fly. We use it for the fly because we can control it better. And you don't need a lot of weight. We can drop our body below where we should be, and you get a much better stretch.
Sure. Now, I know you have a very unique way of using this piece of equipment, which obviously we're going to show right now with Adam.
Yeah, because normally this is above his head. Normally a fly is right across the pec, but we're trying to build this tie-in muscle to get it a lot stronger. So what we do, we drop below it, and look at the stretch he gets. He goes all the way out, and he let it stop, and then he goes down. He brings it and squeezes it to the center.
And this is a big-time stretch, as you can see. Yeah. Obviously, we've got the right angle on here. You can see his arms are clearly almost behind his head.
Right.
He's getting a huge stretch. Not an exercise you're going to want to dump a whole lot of weight on.
Oh, no, you can't use weight on this.
No, you're not looking to throw 3 plates on the side here. Not a power exercise, but a very great stretch. And obviously, he's using the machine. I'd assume that you cannot do this with dumbbells.
You can do it dumbbells, but much lighter. And what we do, we use the stop as a safety measure, so it don't allow you to go so far before it stops you, and then we push it back out. Yeah, there you go. Good set.
That's a tough one there. And I have seen you use dumbbells, but you wouldn't use them on a flat piece here.
Oh no, we use them on an incline.
You use them on an incline.
Yeah, incline. Much better.
And a bigger safety issue.
Yeah.
Right. Do not try this at home on a flat bench with dumbbells. Trust me, you will leave both shoulders on the floor. So take heed to what Charles is saying. If you have this piece of equipment, it's a great piece, as you can see. It didn't take a whole lot to get Adam going there. His chest is on fire right now.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's why I
try to stretch it out a little bit.
In Fuego.
That's right.
Another unique aspect of this machine, Charles, is unlike a traditional fly, which you're hanging onto the dumbbells this way, these handles are actually the opposite way.
I don't do my flies like this, simply because it puts too much stress on my joints. Right. When I take it this way, I don't feel it as much, but I get a much better stretch. But if I do it this way, it drops back a little too far, and you can also feel that impingement here.
Sure. Probably a good shoulder saver, too. It's obviously shoulders, we talk about it a lot when we're talking about bodybuilding, but you really have to save the shoulders because they get beat up on everything. Chest,
every
back,
single movement,
arms, shoulders, they take a beating.
There you go. Up and in. Now, notice the stretch. There you go. Now kick it all the way out. Let it go all the way out first, all the way, now down. Now push up, now push it in. There you go. Good movement. There you go. All the way out, up and in. There you go. Good. Now if you want a better stretch than this, all you do is lower the racks. Lower them a little bit, and get a deeper stretch.
This is something you can work your way down, obviously. Right. Doesn't seem like Adam needs too much more stretch right now.
No, this is perfect for him.
Perfect for him. Custom. Come on, Adam. That's a growing set. Come on.
Squeeze. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. Now go. That's good. Come on, let it stretch out. Don't cut it short. Don't cut it short. Let it stretch out. Let it stretch. Stretch. Now come on. Up and in. Squeeze. There you go. Do it again. Drop it out. Come on. Bring it up and squeeze. Squeeze across. Good. Come on. Two more. Come on. Bring it up and in. Last one. Last one. Come on. Up and in. Up and in. There you go. Good.
How we feeling, Adam? All right.
We go to flat, and we're going to do on flat, instead of using the barbell, we can use the hammer press. Makes it safer, he's pretty fatigued, makes it easier for him.
Sure.
Let's go.
Hammer time.
Oh, that key. God, look at her.
Okay, Charles, hammer decline press. How's this working?
Well, actually, it's a great piece of equipment, but a lot of people use it wrong. They have it way too high. We use it a lot lower, so we put more stress. It hit the mid and also the lower. But it works really good because it works all the way through and around. So, like I said, most people have the seat way at the top. They're doing like this. It's not doing anything for you. You get a lot of tricep, a lot of shoulder work.
Sure.
But we want to just hit chest. So
you're dropping the seat a little lower.
A little lower.
Obviously coming up a little higher on the chest.
Now he's going right across the pec. See? On the stretch part, go way up to the tie-in. Look at the bottom. All the pec. That's it. Good. And you're also getting that pause every single time.
You can plainly see from the side here, obviously, where that's coming on his chest. It's right about low to chest level.
Right here.
Right.
Down.
So if you were to draw a line across his chest and where he's hanging on to that, you can see how low he's got that.
That's it. Squeeze it out and hold the top. Squeeze it. That's it. That's it. 2 more. Just like that. Come on. 1 more. Good. If you notice, every time we use our heavy piece of equipment, we also go lighter as we start to get further into the workout. Because why? It's safety. This way we don't worry about him getting hurt. There's no injuries. There's nothing. I mean, he's still all chest, and there's nothing other muscle working. So that's really good.
And the key is that it is all chest still, Charles. By obviously lightening it up or going by according to what you're seeing in Adam's workout, the last thing you want to do is keep going heavier as you go. All you're really going to do is to start involving secondary muscle groups. Yes. The triceps will start to take over when the chest starts to fail.
But then once the chest starts to fail, what happens? You're either going to injure that muscle by trying to push it even heavier. So you want to sort of back off no matter what. Yeah.
So you're still training chest.
Yes.
Once again, the emphasis on this piece is that the seat is very low, which obviously brings the grip very high. It's still coming across at that lower chest area, which is a good spot.
Right.
But I can see what you're saying, Charles. By having that seat way up there, really, people are just pushing down.
Shoulders. It's all
shoulders to try.
Squeeze it. There you go. Push that chest. Ready? Push through. Good. Come on. That's it. That's it. Come on. Squeeze. Now let it stretch. Let it stretch. Come on. Bring it to it. Bring it to it. That's it. Good. That's it. Come on. One more. One more. Complete rep. Complete rep. That's it. Don't always get stuck on the numbers. You go away, the guy feels that you're training. So I'm watching Adam. As he starts to fatigue, I start watching very closely because I'm going to back off the reps. Now, 6 reps, that's all we need. Anywhere from 6 to 8 as you start fatiguing is great. Because anything more than that, you go into that danger zone. You don't want to do that.
And I notice when you're spotting him, Charles, you really don't give a lot of help. You'll help with the movement to kind of finish the rep, but you're not doing that crazy stuff we see where the guy's actually doing more work than the guy who's training.
I don't want to work. I want to watch him work. So once you start to fatigue, I'm going to stop him no matter what. I'll make him finish that 1 set, and then that's it. We stop there. Here we go. Come on. Push it out. Good. Squeeze. That's it. Come on. Come on. One more. One more. Come on. You got one. Give me one. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay, off to the hammer flat press. Charles, is a combination piece. Obviously, we're using the chest portion today. How is this different than doing any other flat press?
Well, the reason I use this right now because it's toward the end of our workout, and it's for a safety measure. This way I can really assist without hurting myself or hurting Adam. I can get back here, I can spot him very easy from the back, and you can use even more weight and he still won't get hurt because I can easily get that assistance that he needs.
And we'll see, obviously, when Adam gets down into position, a couple of things. You've got some 25-pound plates underneath the...
It just makes it easy for him to get underneath.
Sure.
Without all the stress. And now it won't collapse down on him. It'll stop.
Right. And also, the handles, very important, are angled. They are at an angle. They're not square like you're hanging onto a bar.
It's the same angle we have when we do incline press.
That's right.
Makes it easy.
Modern day science. Okay, let's see what you got, Adam. Okay, Charles, a couple of keys I noticed. One, Adam is able to use a thumbless grip on this piece. One of the advantages you get to use when you're using a machine, not a bar, you don't have to worry about it slipping off. And you can just minimize the grip and focus on the chest even more. And two, I noticed he's still maintaining that arch even though he's on a flat. He is not flat back.
Right. Well, you don't have to on this because, you know, when you have the flat back, you get a lot more power by pushing through the floor. Now, if you want to make it heavier, all he does is lift his legs up off the floor.
Sure.
Now his back's going to go flat. Now all the pressure goes where? Back onto the pec only.
Sure.
See, but this gives him a little bit more power. You get a little more stability by arching and pushing through.
So a couple different ways you can skin a cat, obviously, on this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still looking for the guy who's skinning cats.
But it's safety for here right now. And we're doing the way that he has the most powerful right now, and that's by arching and pushing into the whole lip.
Sure. Okay, Charles, we just saw a complete chest workout, 4 exercises. Does he need more or is he done?
He's done right now. What we did, we put a lot of stress on that pec, and we hit it all facets of the chest. We hit the upper, the lower, mid, and the outer. So what else do we need to do?
4 points of any body part.
That's it.
Very good. Adam, how's the chest feeling, buddy?
Nice and full.
Pumped up?
Very pumped up. Fatigued, tired, eyes are closing down. Good to go.
Adam, one of the things I hear a lot when I'm talking to guys training chest, like we were talking about earlier, are your front delts on fire? Are you feeling a lot there, or are you just feeling the chest?
No, back in the day when I first started training, before I started working with Charles, it was like I was so frustrating because all I felt was delts. I couldn't even get through my chest workout because my delts would just burn.
And I hear that a lot. Delts actually will give out. Guy can't even get through his entire workout.
It's so frustrating, and I never felt my chest. I was getting no blood. I was like, what's going on? I'm doing all these exercises, nothing's happening. And Charles pointed out these subtle changes with the elbows and the squeezing and concentrating, dropping the weight down, don't go so heavy, don't, you know. And ever since then, it's just pec, and no shoulders at all. It's just fantastic.
Charles, for those guys out there getting that big delt pump and can't feel their chest, what are they doing wrong?
Well, it could be a number of things. Sometimes what you have to do, you have to go back in and assess what you're doing. And you look at yourself. I mean, sometimes you look at yourself, you say, well, what's this, what's that? Most of the time, people are doing what? You're getting in the habit of lifting way up here. And that's all delt. That's not your chest, because when you finish up, what's working?
Yeah, that's all you can see right there, even with Charles pushing his arms. That's all
So
delts.
now, if you start to roll it down, what's working now? Look at my chest.
Yeah.
Right away is my chest up in the air. So you got to assess those little things. Front delt will always take over if you allow your arms to go up. So try to keep it down, keep your chest up, and push through.
So key number one, relax the shoulders. Get them down, get the chest out,
chest up.
Arch the back.
Right, and then also at the very top, squeeze the chest. Don't just rep through.
Right.
Get that momentum going. Stop and actually squeeze it out, then lower it down. You'll feel it a lot more, and that chest has to grow from that.
Absolutely. Well, it certainly looks like it's working for Adam, and obviously there's many more chest workouts to go before you hit the stage, but some great tips as you see. Keep watching. For Charles Glass, for Adam Kirby, for bodybuilding.com, I'm Bob Ciccarello, and we'll see you next time on Getting Cut with Glass.
Jet Fuel, the latest in fat-burning technology. Jet Fuel, a revolutionary breakthrough just bursting on the scene. Feel the rush in minutes, ride the high-energy wave for hours, and nutrition products. Jet Fuel.